From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. I'm D-Ray Knight. This is what's going on. A bill expanding acceptable reasons to drive for a person convicted of driving under the influence unanimously passed a House committee yesterday. HB 1083 allows those convicted of DUI, if the judge okays it, to drive to health appointments, attend court or probation appointments, and receive treatment and aftercare. Those activities are added to driving for employment, 24/7 sobriety testing, attendance at school, childcare delivery or pickup, and attendance at counseling programs. Unified Judicial System Administrator Greg Sadazon testified that the law must be precise, as any driving outside of what is in the statute is a violation. The bill passed the House Transportation Committee 13-0. The measure now goes to the House for a vote. The Board of Regents is looking to once again freeze tuition. Amy Rose has more.
The South Dakota Board of Regents is asking the legislature to freeze public university tuition for the fourth year in a row. Executive Director Nathan Lucas said other board members appeared before the Joint Committee on Appropriations January 22nd to emphasize the importance and impact of the tuition freeze, despite it not being included in Governor Kristi Noem's budget recommendations. Apart from a $100 increase in 2022, tuition at public universities has stayed essentially the same at $9,356 over the last 4 years. Lucas said that roughly half of the Regents' employees are not funded through the general funds, so in order to not raise tuition rates and include those employees on a salary policy, the state is able to give the Regents funding for those positions.
A Senate committee is advancing a proposal that cuts the state's eviction notice time for at-will tenants in half. Opponents say the change will increase the number of evictions in South Dakota. The bill will reduce the amount of time landlords need to give a notice to vacate a premises from 1 month down to 15 days. Republican State Senator Michael Roll said the bill will bring more confidence to the housing market for property owners and renters. It unanimously passed and heads to the full Senate. In news from the nation and the world, Donald Trump has easily won the New Hampshire primary. He has swept the opening contest for the Republican presidential nomination and delivered a fresh setback to his last major rival, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. Trump's margin of victory Tuesday is still coming into focus, but it's clear his hold on the Republican Party hasn't wavered despite the multiple criminal cases he is facing. The results are disappointing for Haley, but she vowed to stay in the race, declaring, "It's far from over." The U.S. fight with Iranian proxies in the Mideast has intensified. Amy Rose has the latest.
The U.S. military has hit 3 facilities in Iraq and 2 anti-ship missiles in Yemen within hours of each other in its continued effort to keep violence from the Israel-Hamas war from spilling over into wider conflict. Both strikes were targeting Iranian-backed proxy weapon sites that the United States had said are involved in the strikes against U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria and in launching anti-ship missiles and drones that threaten commercial vessels in the Red Sea. The strikes came hours after the U.S. said on Tuesday that militants fired 2 one-way attack drones at the Al-Assad airbase, injuring U.S. service members and damaging infrastructure.
Russia's defense ministry accused Ukrainian forces of shooting down a military transport plane, killing all 74 people aboard, including 65 Ukrainian prisoners of war being swapped. It said the POWs were being transported to Russia's Volgograd region. Ukrainian officials did not immediately confirm or deny Russia's claims about the crash, although they said they were investigating. Officials in Kyiv cautioned against sharing unverified information. Russia said that in addition to the 65 POWs, the IL-76 transport carried a crew of 6 and 3 other passengers. It said Russian radar registered the launch of 2 missiles from Ukraine's Kharkiv region that borders Belgorod. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Partly cloudy and 51. Low tonight, 30. And that was your Daily Slice for Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D-Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jaquess. I'm D-Ray Knight. Have a great day.